Undoubtedly one of the best characters in James Cameron's 2009 film Avatar was the villain, Colonel Miles Quaritch, played by actor Stephen Lang. Now, Cameron has released a statement that confirms Lang will indeed return to the world of Avatar for all of the news films in Avatar 2, 3, and 4. Cameron said the following: "Stephen was so memorable in the first film, we're privileged to have him back. I'm not going to say exactly how we're bringing him back, but it's a science fiction story after all. His character will evolve into really unexpected places across the arc of our new 3-film saga. I really look forward to working with such a gifted actor who's also become a good friend." Dennis, what do you think about Stephen Lang returning for all the new Avatar films?
I like it. I thought he was a good villain in the first one. What I hope, though, is that he isn't the main villain for the next story arc. I hope that maybe he comes out and he's like, I don't know, somehow his dead body merged with some of the weird trees or animals on Pandora, and he turns into some, like, you know, dilapidated, crazy, like, mixed
Akira
beast
kind of monster.
Yes. And he like somehow maybe helps out whoever the main villain is for the next story arc.
Have you read the script?
No, I'm just throwing it off the top of my head. But I just don't want him to be the main villain again.
See, I don't mind the idea of him being the main villain, depending on how it is they set it up. Like, I don't just want him to, you know, the camera comes back to him where he was laying after he was defeated and just open his eyes, stand up and go, okay, back to my evil. Like, as long as we don't see that. I loved Stephen Lang in Avatar. To me, look, I've talked before, and even just as early as yesterday, about how much I really enjoyed Avatar. I loved it. I saw it multiple times. But, you know, as far as story goes and the dialogue was kind of weak. To me, Stephen Lang gave any heart that the film had. I got it from Stephen Lang, the villain. I thought he was just ridiculously good in this movie. I even thought he almost saved Conan. The Jason Momoa version of it. He, as the villain, he almost saved Conan. I think this guy is just talent personified. He's so great. I thought he was wonderful as the villain, as the antagonist. And all other things being equal, I agree with you, Dennis. I don't want him to just see him pop back up on the villain again. But if they do something interesting, like how they're going to bring him back and do something interesting from there, then I can see him being the villain. But it's hard to tell when we don't know what the story is yet. Schnepp?
Yeah, I mean, in order to have a great story, one of these kinds of stories, you have to have a great villain. And, you know, that you can empathize, you don't have to agree with him, but you can see where he's coming from. So he's not just a two-dimensional villain. So I think bringing him back with a movie called Avatar, it's kind of like, my guess is that, you know, there'll be 100 of them, like some Agent Smith style stuff. You know, I mean, it could go that way. You know, it's hard to tell, but obviously he said he's coming back for all 3 movies, so.
If you like this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to AMC Movie News on YouTube. It's free and a great way to stay updated with all the latest movie news and check out our daily show, AMC Movie Talk. Also, don't forget to check us out on Facebook and Twitter to stay in the loop for our special prizes, giveaways, and contests.